Hey everybody, it's me, Shane. And then wish you a happy Halloween. Hope your holiday is very safe and that you're safe this weekend. You're practicing social distancing, you're wearing your mask. As well, don't forget to turn those clocks back. Well, today is Saturday, so you know what that means. We're going to review Yashahime Half Princess Demon, and this is episode 5. It is Jakotsumaru of the Red Bone Palace. As always, I got notes here. I'm going to go ahead and let you know what happened and tell you my thoughts. So, let's just get right into it. Remember last time, all three of the young ladies made their way back into the feudal era. And at this point, we are then soon see that a bandit kills a guy. And that bandit is soon attacked by someone called Jakotsu, son of Tokotsu. It's a little thing that they've been doing it since the first episode. Don't remember them doing it a lot in Inuyasha, but they've been doing a lot since the first episode of Yashahime, where they tell you the name and they also tell you where their lineage. So, this guy takes out a fan and looks like he electrocutes the guy, because we're cut back and we're cut over towards the evil four-eyed owl who was talking to someone named Kyuki of the Four Perils. And she's saying, this guy, Tokotsu, was killed by Moroha, and the four-eyed owl has sights on her. Kyuki tells him to go ahead and tell Jakotsumaru, that, this girl's around, their prey is around, and then you can go ahead and get your revenge. Well, we see that Moroha, she drops off the giant bag with Kaede. Kaede makes reference of how she's just like Kagome, always running around. I will get back to that Kagome comment later. But, yeah, she acts like Kagome, a person she's never met before, apparently. And they talk about how, Kohaku has a conversation with Towa and Sasuna about the dream butterfly. There's tons and tons of manuals. I actually like this little Easter egg, how the demon hunters write down their prey and how they dealt with them. It was apparently that this butterfly may be at a place called Mount Musubi. Sasuna just is not interested. She just wants to know about any current bounties that's going on, and Towa's just kind of mopey about it. Not mopey, but kind of like, why won't you help me find this thing and get back your memories, get back your dreams, right? And one thing I didn't mention is that the young man who attacked the guy on the bridge, very princessy, very beachy, and it's funny because when the demon hunters are presented with these boneless bodies, one of the villagers said, well, we hear that a Bishonen is the one that, is the one that's killing these people, taking out their bones. And Bishonen, it just means beautiful boy. It's what it is. And now they're going to go ahead and just try to find this Bishonen. And Hitsu is the one who that's Moroku and Sango's son, is actually offering to catch him. But Kohaku says, well, that giant boomerang you're carrying around, my sister, your mother, she mentioned that bone-eating demons have a really easy time with destroying this, so we'll let, Sasuna take care of it. And of course, Towa offers to go with her. We get some very funny interactions, because Suna's just all about, I just want to, don't be annoying. Please don't be annoying. They take Kirara with them, which we only see Kirara at this point. We don't see Kirara anymore after this, which is kind of weird given that they travel on top of her. Maybe it was a drawing error. Who knows? But this person named Jubei, we've seen Moroha's meet up with this person named Jubei, offers him the demon corpses she acquired while in the modern era. Only offers her six mon, which apparently is the amount that you use to go across the Sanzo River. Look it up if you know anything about Japanese mythology. And he's saying it's for the demon skull and the demon flea. And we get to see, what's his name? Miyoga. Miyoga's back. So, Moroha knows Miyoga. Somehow doesn't know who Kagome is. Alright. Miyoga's there. Apparently she has a debt to pay. I don't know who we don't know who Jubei is, obviously. New character. New stuff going on. He calls down the new Shippo, person named Takechiyo. he's a raccoon dog. I'm gonna just go ahead and guess that he's the son of Shippo, and he doesn't remember who Shippo is. Throwing some shade, but yeah, that's with the way this anime is going, I wouldn't be surprised. He's in charge of making sure that Moroha, kills Tokotsu, because apparently Tokotsu's head would have been worth a lot of money because she brought him his body. But obviously, everyone and their mom knows that his son, Jakotsumaru, is trying to revive him. He lets her know the little raccoon dog is the one that's going to transport her to wherever this person is. We're going to head back over to the twins. The twins are scouting the same bridge that we saw earlier in the episode. And we get this bone ox pulling a cart full of human bones. And of course we see the Bishonen demon, Jakotsumaru. They get the jump on him. And when they get the jump on him because a pack of wolves attack him. And this guy is just using the fan to remove the bones straight out of their bodies. These are some of the worst drawn wolves I've ever seen. They don't look as good as the ones back in the Inuyasha, especially with the wolf pack. With I can't remember the guy's name, Koga. They don't look half as good. And just the animation of just pulling them out. I'm wondering why would these wolves continually jump, but whatever. They get to jump on him. He disperses, making the bones fall out, and they have a trail to follow. Well, everybody just meets at this same place. It's this strange-looking palace. Not really strange. It's just kind of out of nowhere. And during this time, Moroha saying, "Hey, you guys could help. You guys could actually help me take care of this." And Sasuna just is like, "Yeah, you're coming up with the scheme." Miyoga explains who he is, saying that he has attended to the great dog demon's family for such a long time, even exclaiming that Moroha's blood is more delicious than her father's blood in Inuyasha. And he is then explained too that the other two are Shishomaru's kids, which he was surprised at. He then goes on and explains who Tokotsu was. And because when he starts talking about Inuyasha, Moroha just doesn't want to hear any of that. He's saying, who are these four perils? Because Tokotsu was one of them, right? Well, apparently these four perils had crossed over from the mainland. I'm going to guess the mainland is China, since it's the feudal era. More than likely China. Unless they're on one of... No, Japan as a whole counts as one island nation. So yeah, they could be talking about China. They crossed over from the mainland from during the spring and the autumn. And we're given names, and we're given not vague pictures, but these nice drawings of what these creatures are based on or what they might look like. There's Kantan, which is this weird six-legged winged thing. Doesn't have a head, doesn't have any eyes. There's Totetsu, which just looks straight up like Baphomet. Looks like a goat with all the horns, straight up Baphomet. There's Kyuki, who we met earlier, who is a horned winged tiger. She's probably the leader of the four because that little drawing looks the coolest. And then we have Tokotsu, who is nothing but a tiger-striped boar. Apparently, these demon beasts are the, I guess you could say, generals of Kiranmaru, the person that they apparently are supposed to fight anyway. To either fight him, and then they fight Shishomaru. When Miyoga's told this, he's told that they were told by the ancient Tree of Ages, that this guy's trying to distort all of time and space and make everything go to nothing. Miyoga's like, that doesn't really. Why would he want to do that? He's a great beast demon, like the great dog demon, which is kind of weird that even through Inuyasha and right now we still don't have a name for this guy. Whatever, I don't really care. That's not something I'm gonna hang my hat on. But apparently Moroha doesn't remember killing Tokotsu, because Toa makes a remark that, you must be pretty strong if you killed one of these guys that are supposedly really strong. She doesn't remember. She just woke up next to his body, took his red rainbow pearl for herself, and carted his body off while being chased by his minions. To that point that, okay, Sasuna's like, okay, that's why you want our help. But at the same time, if we beat this dude, we'll be doing exactly what the Tree of Ages wants us to do. and then we're gonna have to fight our dad. Toa adds in, and that's when Miyoga finds out. They go in, they're greeted by Jakotsumaru, and then as Moroha saying, if you want to get revenge, you strike at me, I'm gonna strike back. Giant skull of a boar's head comes out and is controlling all these red bones using necromancy. This was not really a hard fight for them at all. The only thing I would make of note was a funny interaction when, he's telling Moroha, you stole my body, you took my red ruby, my red rainbow pearl, and you're making me look like a bad guy. And the others joke, well, he kind of is the bad guy. To the point where Toa says, and Toa's dumb. She says, well, if you apologize, let's try to make this right and apologize. Sasuna says the very intelligent, very real thing. In your world, does everyone who apologizes, are they automatically forgiven? That, duh. Plus, these are demons who want revenge for a thing that they think she did. And since she's a bounty hunter, she's not going to say she didn't do it. She cashed the body in. It's her problem. Even Jakotsumaru even makes a joke saying, if apologies mattered, we wouldn't have a magistrate. Bit of political humor for you. So, they fight head on. They fight one-on-one. Jakotsumaru is going to try to pull Moroha's bones out, but she spits purified salt out of her mouth. And he's wondering, how's a half-demon, how's a demon able to do all this? Miyoga explains, she is the daughter of Kagome. Kagome is the reincarnation of Kikyo. And the guy's like, that still doesn't seem like it correlates. And he's like, shut up. It matters. Again, we're making reference of this character that she obviously says she doesn't remember or know last episode. Still, I'm going to save this for later. So, as, the fight's ramping up, they're easily taking out these bone things. Toa agrees that, apologizing wouldn't do anything, so she fights too. Once again, she being Moroha, takes out that clamshell with the pearl, but this red dust around it, and puts it across her lips. Now, first of all, it's obviously lipstick. It adds a nice flair to the character. It would be nice if, I guess she wore it more, because then it kind of, I don't know, for some reason, it actually adds a lot to the character. I actually enjoyed that nice little motif, especially with the red aura that comes off of her after she does this. And Miyoga, being the exposition flea, explains that this rouge, I had to tell myself this was called rouge because it was a translation. Rouge and rogue are spelled the same. So this rouge was given to Lady Izawi, who was the wife of the great dog demon. And when she puts this on, it taps into her demon blood. Miyoga then, he's excited, and he's still with her, which means he doesn't feel any danger at all. He sucks her blood because it's at its tastiest. And at this point, she asks Sasuna to take care of her because she's going to be out for a whole day. When she does this, she is now Inuyasha, Destroyer of Lands. Another thing I probably want to touch on later. She uses Iron Reaver Soul Stealer, instantly killing Jakotsu just in one blow. The boarhead demon, cuts her, then she uses Blades of Blood. That was enough to kind of stun him, because then after that point, she's asleep on the floor. And again, we get Toa saying, is it really right for us to kill him when we're the one that's wrong? And her sister has to explain to her that they killed people to revive him. They're probably going to kill more and more people. And she's like, yeah, in that case, they're the bad guys. We should do this. And Sasuna says a little chanting prayer thing as Toa uses her energy, let's call it lightsaber. Use her lightsaber, fully killing Takotsu, because he wasn't moving at that point when the Blades of Blood hit him. But at this point, she shoots her slice sends a pillar of light through the place, destroying the bones, and then destroying this false bone palace that was there. And at this point, we have Sasuna that's looking down at Moroha, and she also called Moroha a friend when they jumped into battle, because Moroha did not hesitate to say, I'm going to take responsibility since I took your body. But looking down at her friend, smiling. Pretty interesting, because she also makes note, and this is actually really important, Moroha is a quarter demon. Remember, her father's half demon, her mother is a full human, so she's a quarter demon. And at this point, Chiubi is talking through a clamshell to the now floating in the air raccoon dog Takechio, and saying, "Okay, I'm glad the half demon princesses they killed this thing. That's good, but there's no body, so we can keep the money." Which I have a feeling these two are going to annoy me. I have an issue with greedy characters. Greedy characters get kind of old, kind of annoying, just like the characters that fawn over another character. Those are kind of my anime pet peeves, but I digress. And at this point, we're all done. They give us a preview. I think we're going to fight a cat demon next. So, takeaways and things I want to talk about. Why is Toa dumb? Because she should know that apologizing doesn't mean anything. And she wants to apologize to bloodthirsty demons that have killed people. Like, even Kagome. Kagome can tell when there was a good demon or a bad demon. Are you trying to tell me that, yeah, she's 14, 15, but you trying to tell me Toa can't tell the difference? She fought bullies in the modern era. She should be able to tell when there's a weak bully that's just bullying on people because they're weak, or when there's a bloodthirsty thing. I don't like this. This is really, really stupid. Do not make a Goku for this. This is really dumb. Another thing is, everyone knows who Kagome is in Inuyasha. Why doesn't Moroha? Like, I feel like you're sprinkling Naruto on my Inuyasha. And, you know, everybody cares about Kagome and Inuyasha. Everybody knows these guys. Why would Moroha not? Now, if it's a plot hook, yeah, I get it. It's probably a plot hook. Maybe Inuyasha was the one that actually killed Tokotsu. And that's why Moroha doesn't remember. Maybe at that point, you know, maybe Inuyasha and Kagome were with her when they killed her. Maybe that's why she doesn't remember. But at the same time, how would she? What's her relationship with this Jubei guy? I get that they're raising this question. They're raising questions that us, the viewers and the audience, care about. That the other characters just don't care. She's just going about her day like, I don't know who this guy is, but you know, I'm happy I'm here. Moroha's still best girl by far. I love the interactions all these characters have. It's funny at times. It's heartwarming at times. I love it. It's fine. She's still the best girl because she's being intelligent about how she's going about things. The only thing I don't like is just that. Why? I get that if these kids have grown up since they were little, all the way up until their mid-teens, you know, the 14, 15, 16, and they're like, oh, well, we never met these guys, so I don't care. But that's one way. I've known a lot of people that, and of course I'm relating to real life, but I know people that were saying, I want to know who my parents are. Why wouldn't, the only person that seems to halfway care would be Toa. And that's just because now we're making Toa the bleeding heart of the group. And I can understand doing this as a way of having these characters be their own selves, or, you know, coming into their own. There's much better ways of doing that. We don't need instances of characters going, I don't really care where I come from. And then 15, 16 episodes in, now they have this change of heart. I'm like, okay, now I really care. I know that's what's going to happen. I get that's one way of showing character growth. I don't think Moroha needs much character growth outside of just knowing who her parents are. Tell her who her parents are. If she doesn't remember, and you all know she doesn't remember, let her know. If Kiranmaru, the picture for Kiranmaru, he looked like the Kirin, the traditional mythical beast Kirin. If he's actually the big bad, or Shishomaru the big bad, I have a theory that maybe it's the Tree of Ages that's the big bad. I don't know at this point. I know that these type of animes do go for many seasons. I'm gonna call it now and say that Yashahime will probably get 3 to 4 seasons, just off the fact that it's a continuation of Inuyasha. But this first season, I hope this first season clears up the whole missing memories. Clear that up, then sky's the limit. And then second season can be like where our parents go. And over all this time, they're fighting these 4 perils. You know, I'm okay with new demons popping up. That's not my issue. My issue is, how do they not know who their folks are, who were these close, tight-knit people? Why is everyone surprised about Shishomaru? What had happened with Shishomaru and Ren for them to be separated from their kids? Where's Inuyasha and Kagome? Sasuna made reference of Moroku teaching her that chant. So she says a wandering monk, and we see that's obviously Moroku. What has happened and what's going on in this show that they don't know these people? That's the one thing I'm glad Boruto didn't do. I'm glad they know who their parents are, even though they're kids, they don't realize what their parents have done. That's an important thing. Know who your folks are, but you don't have to know everything they've done. We weren't around back then. But that's just my take on everything, guys. So let me know what you think. Tell me down below. Are you enjoying the show? It's 5 episodes in. I expect a major revelation or something around episode 10. That's just my guess. We haven't even caught up to the point that they were in episode 1 when Toa got caught. And Toa is probably going to be the Yashahime. I'm going to assume that the title of this show is about her and her sister, because Moroha is a quarter princess, but still being called half, whatever. Moroha's best girl. So let me know what you think down below. Please remember to comment. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified of more videos like this. Share the video. We want people to see how great these are. And again, thank you. Happy Halloween once again. Please be good, be blessed. Wear your mask. Black Lives Matter. As always, I will see you next time.